Hi students, welcome to the science class. In last session, under the chapter of fiber to fabric, we studied about what are natural fibers, what are synthetic fibers and where they come from, and also under the natural fibers we studied about the cotton fiber, how we are going to get the cotton. Yes, where the cotton is grown? Yes, the cotton is grown in a conditions of environment called a very hot conditions, and also it will be grown in a black soil where the black soil is present. And also we studied how to remove the seeds of the cotton from the cotton ball, that is by the process called combing. We are going to separate the cotton from its seeds, isn't it, by using comb. That is the process is called as a combing, isn't it? Yes, now we got the cotton fiber, but how we are going to make its yarn, how we are going to make the yarn, because for to get a fabric, for to make a fabric, we need the yarn of the cotton. How we are going to make the yarn? So the next process it is called it as the spinning of the cotton yarn. Have you got understood? Spinning of the cotton. What is spinning here? We are going to take the cotton fiber and we are going to make spinning. Spinning means we are going to we are going to extend the cotton to make the yarn. So the process of making yarn from the cotton fiber, it is called it as a spinning of cotton. The process of making of the cotton yarn from the cotton fiber, it is called it as the spinning of the cotton. In the spinning process we are going to use the one device that is called it as the spindle or a tackle. This is the oldest device that will be used for to make the cotton fiber or a cotton yarn from the cotton fiber. Spindle or a tackle, it is a needle like structure we are going to use to make the cotton yarn from the cotton fiber. Another one device which we are going to use to make the cotton yarn from the cotton fiber, it is nothing but the charaka. The charaka is very popularized from our father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. In the independent movement, he used to promote the village industry with the help of the charaka. He promoted the village industry by promoting the local cotton. Have you got understood? Local cotton fabrics which we are make from the charakas. What we are going to use, what is the help of the charaka here? Charaka, it is used to convert the cotton fiber into yarn. Have you got understood? So it is mainly done in the village industry. Village industry means the peoples of the village are going to they are going to convert the cotton fibers into the cotton yarns. That yarns that's next will be converted into cotton fabric. That fabric are utilized by the peoples to wear. So to promote the village industries like the cotton fabrics, local cotton fabrics, our father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, used the charaka, and he wants to promote the village industry. And also our government of India in 1956 constituted a body. The government of India going to make a constitutional body to promote the Khadi and village industry committee. So it decided to promote the village industry, and it makes a law under the Khadi and village industry committee to promote to promote the village industries. So under that, in 1956, in all villages we are going to see some of the local village industry called Khadi industries. If you are going to see in your village the Khadi bandars, isn't it? These are present. These are comes under this act, that is in 1956 government of India constituted a body called Khadi and village industry committee. Under this committee, these are small industries are opened to promote the village industries like the conversion of the cotton fiber into a cotton fabric, isn't it? So it is very important thing you have to remember here. Now we get the cotton yarn from the cotton fiber. So how we are going to get the fabric? So next process, it is called it as a yarn to fabric. That is, what is the process? A process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric, it is called it as a weaving. So now we get the cotton yarn. So now we are going to convert the yarn into a fabric. a yarn into a cloth. How we are going to convert it? So that process, the process of arrangement of two sets of yarns together to make a fabric, it is called it as a weaving. The process, it is called it as a weaving. What we are going to do here? Now I am going to suggest you one activity. Make some strips of papers. Make some strips of papers, about 20 to 50 long strips like this. Using the papers, we have to make some strips. Next, we have to arrange these strips simultaneously one another like this. You have to arrange these strips simultaneously one another. You have to arrange these strips. If you are going to arrange the strips like this one another for a 50 to 60 strips, you are going to get a paper fabric, isn't it? You are going to get a paper fabric like this. You are going to get a paper fabric like this. How we are going to get the paper fabric? By arranging the number of strips in a continuous manner, in a simultaneous manner. That is a process of arranging two or sets of yarns. Now we are going to consider, in the place of paper strips, we are going to consider yarns, the threads, the cotton threads. The process of arranging two sets of yarns. We are going to arrange the yarns. A process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric, it is called it as a weaving. So this process, it is called it as a weaving. By the help of the weaving process, we are going to convert the fabrics or the fiber, cotton fiber, into fabric, a cotton fabric. I have to remember a process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make it is called it as a weaving. I got understood. And another one process we are going to use here, that is a knitting. Knitting, it is also such a type of a process. In that process also, we are going to convert the yarn into a fabric. We are going to arrange the yarn in a regular manner to convert it into a fabric. Have you understood? So yarn to fabric, how we are going to convert here? By the process of weaving and by process of the knitting, we are going to convert the yarn into a fabric. After onwards, these cotton fabrics, they are going to the industries, and in the industries or in the factories, they are going to give colors. Which colors they are going to want, or they are going to give some designs in the factories, and after onwards that will be comes again, and in your tailor shop it will be converted into your clothes, your dresses. It may be a shirt, it may be a pant or anything. So it is the total process what it happen here when we are going to take the cotton from the fields. Cotton will be get converted into fiber, but by the process of ginning. The cotton will be get converted into fiber. Fiber means a thread like structure. It will be comes from the cotton. That will be done by a process called ginning. Next, the fiber will be get converted into yarn. That will be get converted into a thread like structure, yarn. That by the process called a spinning. In the spinning, what we are going to use here? That is a spindle or a charaka. But nowadays, the spinning of the cotton will be done by number of equipments, number of electrical equipments. Have to understood. Then next, after conversion of the yarn, it will be converted into a fabric. It will be converted into a cloth by the process of knitting and by the process of weaving. This is all about how the cotton fabric will be made. by the help of the cotton, isn't it? Next, I am considering here another one, a natural fiber, that is a jute. The jute fiber, it comes from the jute plant. The jute fiber, it comes from the jute plant. The stems of the jute, it is going to be utilized to convert the jute into a jute fiber. Normally, this jute plant will be cultivated in a rainy season. We have to remember the jute will be cultivated in a rainy season. So it will be harvested. Harvested means it will be cutted at the time, in which time it is, when the jute plant going to be flowering. You have to remember, when the jute plant going to be flowered, and at that time all the jute plants are going to be cutted, and that will be immersed into a water for a few days. These jute plants are going to be immersed into a water for a few days. After onwards, that jute fiber on the jute plants, on the jute plant or on the jute stem of the jute plant, that will be rotted, and after the rotting, some of the fiber like structures comes in the stem of the jute plant, that will be separated by the hand and get converted into a jute fiber, isn't it? That will, you have to remember, this jute plant, that jute plant will be mainly cultivated during the season called a rainy season. Have to understood, and it will be harvested when the jute plant get flowered, and it will be immersed into a water for a few days. When we are going to immerse the jute plant into a water, it will be rotted, and after onwards the jute fibers are picking by the hands. Have to understood. So that will be converted into a jute fiber and will be utilized for making sacks. You are going to use you are going to store the grains by using the jute sacks, isn't it? In your home, some of the jute sacks are present, and also the jute fiber it will be used to make some of the bags, carry bags, and your shop bags, that will be made by the jute fibers. And you have to remember, in India, in the states of West Bengal, Bihar and Assam, in these states large amounts of jute fibers are produced. Why? Because they have in the river, in the Calcutta or in the West Bengal, in Bihar and Assam, in that area the jute fibers are going to be produced in a large amount. You have to remember, in your examination they may ask in which states of our India jute fiber will be cultivated or grown. In the states of West Bengal, Bihar and Assam, the jute fibers are cultivated. So this is all about the natural fabrics and a conversion of that natural fibers into fabrics, isn't it? So in the lesson of fiber to fabric, we studied how we are going to make a fabric by the natural fibers called cotton and jute. So in the next session we are going to study our next lesson.